Welcome everybody. I went from doing a first Facebook live video to switching over to my channel, going out for a spring walk in the park. We might go walk around the neighborhoods and look for blooming trees. I don't think we have any sakura around here, but we do have a lot of pear trees and other blooming trees. And so yeah, I'm back. I had to switch over to a more reliable source, and that was my YouTube channel. So maybe I'll get more people show up. I don't know. Oh, I got to figure out which direction I'm going to walk. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Yeah, keep a spring in my step. Yeah, I got to do something because I'm not getting any job offers yet. Anyway, maybe they're still doing. Hello, Jason M. I didn't see you come in. My screen's not as bright as it was when I first started, but it's actually brighter than it was when I was on Facebook. So it is probably close to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It was 75, I think, when I left, so it's probably close to 80 now. Tomorrow we're supposed to have storms. Actually, late tonight and tomorrow we're supposed to have storms again. Could be severe. And but right now I'm gonna take advantage of this. It is slightly humid, but I don't care. I love the hot weather. And I'm sick of winter, and I'm sick of running my furnace that I just got. And I just got my power bill today, and I paid it with what money I had left. It was like $405 for a month, and it was actually a little less than what it was before. So I've had it close to like a penny away from 500 because Ameren is deciding to screw everybody on the price of electricity. They'll just blame the war for it. I don't know. Everybody wants to blame something. So anyway, hopefully we're in a severe weather watch now. Well, be careful. Yeah, right now any storms are up by Chicago, but they will come this way late tonight into tomorrow morning. And of course my son goes to work in the morning. If it's storming out, he may even end up asking me if I would take him, or he may not go, or he'll just go in the storm. I don't know. He had a rain suit, but I don't know if he still wears it. So we're gonna walk down whatever street this is. Park Street, I think it's Park Street. Where all the old fancy houses are. Not too many trees with any leaves, except for trees like that over there. Yeah, see, like this one here, I think it's like a pear tree or whatever. They're the only ones that are blooming, and they'll have leaves before anything else. And yeah, see there, it just buds on there right now. We got some pretty nice homes in this neighborhood. And hopefully it's not too windy in the mic. I need to get me a wireless mic. Some of these houses, they got, I think they got Millikan students in them. I know up here on the corner, there's a sorority. Actually, there's a frat up here too, but sorry for the wind. There's actually an old frat right there. Just turn your volume down if it's too much. This one here actually caught on fire at one time, and it killed some students, or a student. And I wish I knew what the inside of that looked like. That'd be pretty cool. Hopefully we're still going strong and that we're not in and out. I could have used Prism too, but sometimes I don't trust Prism. We're probably getting this wind because of the storms up north, my guess. Yeah, this is a sorority here. Actually, Millikan is a Presbyterian college. It's expensive to go there. That's their church that they use. From my understanding, the students have to attend at least one service a month or something like that. Let's see here. Shall we go into the college area? Yeah, I think we'll go that way because I think the wind's from the west, southwest. So we'll keep the wind to my back. Hello, Auntie L. Of course, I didn't have anything else to do, so I thought, well, it's a nice day. Let's just go live stream somewhere. Maybe we'll find some blooming trees like that one right there. The time here is 13:03 or 1:03 in the afternoon. So we'll go up here. We'll look at this tree here. Almost looks like a tulip tree or a tulip bush. So I don't know what kind of tree that is. If you know, yeah, I can't remember how many hours behind we are from Japan. And I finally got our Patreon gift from Drew yesterday, and I let him know that. Here, I'm going to turn the camera around. And I let him know that it's funny because I had to redact myself because I sent him an email and told him that we haven't gotten it yet, and wondered if he put a tracker on it when he sends things. And later on that day, it ended up showing up. It's pink in our area. It's white. I don't know what tree. Yeah, I don't know what kind of tree that is. And let me push the button here. I guess I need to hold this thing out more so you can see me more than being like this. So as soon as I get across the street, then I'll turn the camera around because I don't want to be showing people and making them mad and so on and so forth. You know how life is. But I'm hoping my my unemployment kicks in soon. Now I could go. Turn this around. See, and it counts down. This is like the only area that it does that on a crosswalk of counting down. So as you can see, if you haven't seen my videos before, this is Millikan University. They are a Presbyterian university, and it's not cheap to go here. Not that it's cheap to go to any university, but that part right there, the building's been there, but they kind of extended it out, and it houses the library and the new commons area for the students. They redid this road last fall, I think it was. I'm really surprised that all these trees aren't doing anything, but maybe they're dead. Decatur has a thing of growing big, ugly trees, like way over there, and that one right there. So yeah, these trees here, I think they're just budding out right now. I would say by this time, if not by the weekend, they will be flowered. You should try TikTok, but live streaming needs, yeah, you will never see me on TikTok. So yeah, these trees are just now budding out, and this tree is starting to flower out. I'm not quite sure what that tree is. You know, they should put name plates on the trees so you'd know what they are. And this is their iconic building right here, Schilling Hall, and their time is wrong. They need to fix their clock. And were these doors right here, this all used to house, this one here and this one here used to have fraternities, and this used to be Fraternity Row. And back in the 80s, they basically ran these fraternities like Animal House. I'm not quite sure what they do and teach in this building here. They may be business, I'm not quite sure. But I think they have business, they have nursing. I'm not quite sure what else they offer for this college. These here, over here are like freshman dorms. These are the old dorms here. We do have some flowers growing. Yeah, they keep this this college pretty organized. They actually, the company they go through to hire janitors was actually hiring for somebody, but they don't really pay much. I know it's just a job, and if I had to take it, if I applied for it and they wanted me to come and I had to take it, I'd probably do it until I found another one. But yeah, they don't offer very good prices. My truck's back at the park, so I'll either have to walk back there on the live stream or not. I actually was just going to walk from home, and I said, screw it, I'll just drive to the park and then walk from there. This place up here on the corner, it's changed hands so many times. They had a pizza place in there for a while, and then some other kind of contractor business was in there for a while, and then another. There used to be an old soda fountain restaurant in there, and of course now it's Soy City Grill, and that is a black-owned business. This place here has been here for, God, forever. Now this street is called, this is South Oakland Street. Run across the street here. So this is during the summertime. Once a month they close the street off, and they have what they call Oak Fest, and they have bands play, some food vendors, and this place here, Donnie's, which I don't think they're in here anymore. They moved across the street. Yeah, they moved across the street. This was the last place. This was the last place I played drums. So my drum sat right over there. So yeah, they moved over here to Lock, Stock, and Barrel, which needs to fix their sign. And that's a nice place to eat. And they really fixed up their place and made it really nice inside. But this place here back in the 70s and 80s was an old bar, and it was here for a long time, and then they ended up closing up for lack of business. And then, as you can see, Jeffrey Meat Market moved in there, and then they closed down. They had good meat. We used to get package deals in there, and then they closed down. I don't know if COVID killed them off or what happened to them. And then this place here used to be a comic book store. It's wind, I'll tell you. This place here was a coffee shop, and I missed it before they closed down. I was going to come in here and live stream. And then this is a sub shop right here, Hetty Sub Shop. And of course, this is more apartments for Millikan students, and then of course some areas for them to eat. And then you got a tattoo shop over there. Yeah, it's not like Japan where everything is close together. We're basically spread out, and so yeah, there's a tattoo shop, and then that used to be a flower shop for a long time, and now it's a vape shop, and of course Jimmy John's. And this corner, this is a new building, but it's been here for quite a while now. There used to be a building here, and it was called the Gin. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. That sat here, and it was a restaurant that was frequently visited by people, and I don't know if the owners just wanted to get out of the business or what, so they closed down. It ended up getting knocked down. They built this. Well, then they moved a bar and restaurant in here called the Blue. No, actually it was called the Blue Mill, and then a company called Blue Phoenix moved in here, and I loved that place. I used to come here all the time and drink some beer, and they would play some kind of live jazz bands would come and play, and but the rest of it is all Milliken's theater area where they might do their theater in there, but I know they practice in there and stuff like that. Yeah, Pipe Dreams is the name of it, and so yeah. But I used to live down that way in a house with a friend of mine, and we had a huge party one time, and a couple of the people that came, they came back walking in the direction that I am now, and they got into it with some guys down here and come running back to my house. Well, when they did, those guys followed them. They ended up fighting in my apartment. And I told them, I said, listen, guys, you got to get out right now. And somebody had called an ambulance, and they showed up, and the person didn't want to go with them. And yeah, and the cops showed up. And I told them, I said, listen, these guys just showed up at my apartment. I don't even know who they are. And so yeah, that was about the end of that. I ended up moving out of there after that. I told my friend, I said, dude, man, I'm moving back home. I can't handle this. So I ended up moving back home. I was kind of hoping these trees had flowers on them, but they don't. That's why I came this way. And they knocked a lot of stuff down. There used to be housing over here for the students. I mean, actual houses. And they just basically tore them up. So the college knocked them down. They built this sports complex and just turned that into parking lot. And the same thing with right here. There was houses right there, and they just knocked them down and built these buildings for them. I know your freshman year, you even if you live here, you can't stay in your home. You have to actually live in one of the dorms for your first year. After that, they don't care where you stay. But that's what I heard. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it might be. I wouldn't come in this neighborhood at night anyway. Because if you keep going back the other direction, you head in some pretty bad neighborhoods. But this place actually offered 2 months free to all the Acorn people, but I never did come to it. I was just too busy doing other things. I probably would have ended up showing up one time, kind of like the YMCA or YWCA, whatever it's called. So there used to be all kinds of housing along in here. Back there. And it sucks that it's windy, and I hope it's not too bad on the microphone. I'm sure it probably is. I know they got a place in here where they play basketball and you can run around that area on a track. I think there's might be some weights and stuff like that in there. So yeah, I've never really actually been in that place before. And even though this is the south side of town, we still call it the West End, because actually the West End, well, this is kind of the West End. Boy, look how green this grass is. That's some green ass grass there. And in that building, right there, they made that into a little, if the students, actually anybody can go there, but mostly for the students if you need to see a doctor, whatever, like a doc in a box. That's what they turned that into. And I never did know what that place was there. I think they did house students there, but I don't know what it was other than that. That used to be a sorority. They closed it down and turned it into their administrative offices. This area over here, it's a community garden, but it's done with dentist school down the road in Milligan. Now that I'm out in the open and the wind's going to be on me and the loud traffic. Yeah, see, it's a medical place. There you go, Jimmy John's. He's got to hurry up because they're supposed to be fast as freak. Cop getting ready to pull somebody over. He's just going to keep going. He's not even stopping. "28 minutes. I don't know how long I was on Facebook. Eventually we'll be able to go. Yep, I'm walking back to the park where my truck is sitting. Well, we'll see a little bit more of Milligan here. We got some trees right there. Those are what we call a pear tree. Now these trees here will bloom out. When they do, the bloom lasts for months, and they got like big blooms and the leaves at the same time. So when they bloom out, I'll come by here and show them trees. But yeah, when they I don't remember when they start, but when they do, they're bloom for many months. These two trees have already hit their peak, and they're starting to they're starting to lose their flower and go to leaf. And of course, as you could see, what I was talking about right there, that's the library right there. And then I think this part, I need to go in there because actually, if you have a library card for the city, you can actually go to this library. And I need to go in there sometime and check out what they did. And business school. And if you look up there, there's a telescope up there. Calm down, man. have their radio station in this building, but I don't know where they moved it to. They moved it around so many times. And these little book things right here, I heard you have to get a permit from the city to do that. You can't just put one out. They're all over the place. Take a book, leave a book is basically what it's called. Some places just have them for, depending on where they are. Some of them have just children's books, and some of them are just adult books. And of course, this is a sorority, and that building back there was a sorority. There actually used to be a lot of fraternities and sororities at this school back in the 80s. And down over in that direction there, they had some, and they tore them down. They were like big houses. They turned them into fraternities. And before they knocked it down, they had a haunted house in it. And it was the best haunted house I ever been in. It was the coolest thing. It was actually the last one I ever been in. And now we're back to the land of ugly trees. And watch a branch fall on my head because I pissed them off. So one time somebody told me I don't know how true it is, to know the sex of a tree. If you see a tree doing that is a female tree. If you see a tree doing that is a male tree. Now, how true that is, get my camera going right, I don't know. Fix this here. There we go. But that's what I was told at one time. Some of these trees, like this one here, let me pan up, you would think it would fall over. As big as it is, and being bent over like that, you would think it would just tip over. Same with that one. I guess if we had 100 plus mile an hour winds, it probably would push it over. But I thought I'd take advantage of the nice day, because tomorrow's not going to be so nice. Huge, broken up, and you can see way right there, it had more going up, and it broke in a storm. We don't get too many tornadoes here because we have what we call the ADM bubble. And the ADM is one of the biggest plants, food processing plants in the United States. There's my truck. I'm going to set you down here, turn you around. Yeah, right? That's about the truth. But yeah, ADM is like one of the biggest employers worldwide, and pretty much almost makes all of your food or your byproduct of food. And so we call them the ADM bubble. They create a atmosphere around this city that prevents tornadoes, but every once in a while one slips through. So it's been a while, and I hope it stays a while. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here and head back home and get something cold to drink. But I thank each and every one of you that showed up, and maybe the next time we come out here we'll see leaves growing on the trees, and more flowers blooming. So spring has just begun, and summer will be here soon. And yeah, so I sure will. I'm surprised she wasn't on here. She might have fell asleep. All the medication she takes, it knocks her out. So yeah, until next time, make sure you watch my channel, because I got a special video coming up, different than I normally do. And so until then, we'll catch everybody on the flip side. Jane, how do you stop this crazy thing?